Hey you guys, Ashley here for Not Too Shabby, and today I'm going to be sharing with you a process video for this really cute little picnic card that I made. I shared last week the pink version, so this week I'm going to be sharing the blue version that I made. So I'm just showing you the card here, nice and close. I just think these little critters look so cute having a little picnic, and I think it's a cute little thank you card because that little owl at the front looks like he's kind of handing the recipient a little lemonade, and I thought that was so sweet. So I'm going to share with you guys the stamp sets that I used to make this. I will put the link below as well for the shop where you can find these, and you can use my coupon code CraftyGirl to get 10% off if you do head over. So this one is the Sunny Studio Summer Picnic, and this is by far one of my favorite sets this summer. It just makes the absolute cutest scene cards. And then this set is the Avery, Elle Woodland Wonders, and that's where I got that really cute banner from. It is such an amazing banner to put sentiments on, and that's where I get the thank you sentiment from as well. And then I use a few different dies. The first die that I use is the Lawn Fawn Large Stitch Rectangle Stackables, and Jamie is carrying now the cross-stitched one from the newest Lawn Fawn release, so I'll link that one below. And then this one is the Avery Elle Wonky Stitches die, and I use the largest die there. And then I also use this Lawn Fawn Grassy Border die, the bottom die there, for the grass. And then I use two paper pads. This one is the Let's Poke It in the Meadow by Lawn Fawn. And then I use the Perfectly Plaid by Lawn Fawn. I love that one so much. It makes the cutest backgrounds for cards. So I'm going to get started now with the process video. So first off, I'm just stamping out my images, and I'm using Memento Tuxedo Black ink. That's my favorite ink for doing Copic coloring. So I'm just going to stamp all these images out. I just love that little picnic blanket. You could color it up so many different ways, and that little sandwich is just the cutest thing ever. So I use a whole bunch of little images from this set so that the critters can each be holding a different piece of picnic food. And now I'm going to stamp out the little banner and put that little thank you sentiment on there. And now I'm going to stamp out all the cute little critters. I love them so much. They're so sweet. Especially that little owl. I love how he looks fluffy. So now I'm going to get started with the Copic coloring. And very sadly, my video cuts off, so I don't have much Copic coloring on this particular video. I apologize. That just sucks when that happens when your camera turns off. My storage on my camera was full, and I didn't realize when I started taping, so it turned off and I didn't realize until after I had colored them all. So I do apologize, but I have a little tiny bit of coloring, so I thought I would still just include that for you guys. And I did also color some of these similar images when I did the pink card for the picnic that I showed last week. So if there was a particular item you wanted to see colored, you may be able to see that in my other video. Or if there's a color you want to know, just let me know and I can write you back in the comment section. So I'm just using BG11 and BG13. That's one of my favorite blue color combos for like a teal color. So I thought it'd be fun for that picnic cloth to do a dark teal and a light teal checkered. And I'm just blending all of that out. I was thinking the other day that if you did a rainbow colored picnic blanket, that would look really cute too. So I might do that in another card sometime. I thought that would be a cute idea. And then I'm just coloring up that little bird there with B02 and B00, and then just using that orange YR04. And sadly, this is about where the video ends. I think you get to see the coloring of that little bird, and then it cuts off. So again, I apologize about that. And now I'm going to cut out these little images. And both of the stamp sets that I use, they do come with coordinating dies. So if you didn't like fussy cutting, you could definitely use those dies as well. And I'll link them below just so it's easier for you to find. I don't actually mind fussy cutting, but I think the dies are awesome too, but I actually love fussy cutting my stamped images. It's actually one of my favorite parts. So I'm just going to fussy cut all of these out. I don't always add this part into my videos, but being that I had lost that taping part of the Copic coloring, I thought I would just include this part for you guys. And it actually wasn't too hard to cut out those little tiny pieces, not as hard as you would think anyways. I love those little sewing scissors there. There's a ton of really good fussy cutting scissors, but these ones are sewing scissors that I got off of eBay, and I think they were under polka dot sewing scissors, and they had a whole bunch of different cute colors. And I just love them so much. They're so sharp, and I have used them a ton, and the sharpness of them just does not dull. So I'm cutting out all these images, leaving a little bit of white around the outside. And then when I get to this banner, I cut right on the black line. You could have left the white for it, but in the original card that I made, I did cut it right on the black line, so I wanted to make it the same for you guys. And I'm just cutting up my last image here, this super cute little raccoon. And now I'm going to show you how I layer it all up. So I'm going to be using an A2 sized card here, and this will be our card base. I just got a whole bunch of those at Michael's, so that's why it's blue colored. And I'm going to use this perfectly plaid 6x6 paper here. It's really cute. I love that for a background, and it matches all the colors so nicely. And I'm going to cut that out using the Lawn Fawn Large Stitch Rectangle Stackables die. You could also cut it out using the cross stitch rectangle one that Jamie is now carrying in the shop. It's from the newest release. It would work just as well. So I'll link that one below for you guys. And now using my ATG gun, I'm just adding some adhesive to layer that up. And now I'm going to show you the other layers. So I'm going to be using another Lawn Fawn paper pad. This one's Let's Poke It in the Meadow. And I'm going to be using this blue colored stripe paper as well as the green one. And for these, I'm going to cut them out using the Avery Elle Wonky Stitch die. I am totally in love with this die. It is so adorable for cards. It just adds the nicest stitching on it, and it layers so perfectly with that Lawn Fawn Stackables die. So like editing magic, I cut those out, and I cut them both out using that stitching. Now I'm going to put the blue one down because that's going to be the background base. And I'm just showing you how it fits nestled in there perfectly with the little Lawn Fawn one, so they're both still showing. And I'm just going to add some adhesive to that, and it's just going to go right on the back there. And now I'm going to take that green one, and it already has the stitching from the Avery Elle die, and now I'm showing you I want it to be some grass there, and I want 2 layers of it. So I'm going to take that Lawn Fawn Grassy Border die, and I'm going to use that to cut the little grass part. And the reason we do the Avery Elle stitching die first is so that it will be similar around the bottom and all around the edge, so that leaves the stitching everywhere. So I cut it once, and I'm going to cut it again because I want some of the grass in the front and some in the back. So that extra piece I can use for another project. And now I'm going to separate these. I'm going to add the first one and add adhesive near the bottom of it so that the top part I can flick down the little bit of grass, and that way I'll be able to tuck in some of those cute little critters and make it dimensional. Now I'm going to line it up and add some adhesive, and again I'm going to put it on the lower half so that the top half still has a little bit of dimension there, and it does line up really nicely. So now I'm just going to set some of the images in to kind of get an idea of how they will fit. And I love that little raccoon with the little chicken. He's so cute. So I'm going to use my ATG gun and start layering up the card with all of these images. So I'm adding on the banner there. And you could use any of the different banners. There's one that I believe says sending hugs, and I think there's a happy birthday. So it's a really cute little set. So I'm adding that little tree. And I tuck it down into the grass. The grass is in front of it, which looks so cute. And now I'm adding that cute little raccoon and his little piece of chicken that he's having there. And now I'm going to put the little picnic basket, or sorry, the little picnic blanket. And just check how everything will layer up on there. This is seriously one of my favorite stamp sets. I just love how you can make all these little scenes with this picnic set. And you can use all of your different critter sets. And I think you could make a ton of adorable cards for all different occasions. So definitely one of my favorite sets that I've gotten this summer. So I'm just layering it all up, and I have all of the little critters holding a different piece of picnic food, which I think is so cute. And I did put that little watermelon tucked behind the bird there. And I put the little owl in the front part so that it looks like more dimensional. And then I had the little lemonade there so it looks like he's almost handing it to the recipient of the card, which I think is really adorable as well. And then I'm putting on that little rabbit there and with that little soda. And I put it so that the soda straw is like right near its mouth. And then that bird went into the tree, that little nest. And then I'm going to layer up that little sandwich on the plate and put that on the picnic blanket. And then I'm going to put the little pieces of food around it. So there is the little grapes, the apple, and there's a little tiny strawberry. And there is little ants that come in this set, which will be so cute to include as well. So that is my card, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this process video. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you head over to Not2Shabby, don't forget to use my coupon code CraftyGirl to save 10%. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video.